Hi, it's Angie. Thank you for being here. When I was a younger girl, we used to watch The Friendly Giant because I remember Look Up, Way Up, and I'll Call Rusty. So that was a children's program when I was knee-high to a grasshopper. So I'm still talking about Nick Reiner. I think he's going to be showing up in court within probably the next hour or so. I did see a little footage. I wish I knew how to do that on my channel where I could be posting what I'm talking about, but I don't know how to do that. I probably will never learn that skill. But we saw him in what seemed to be like a convenience store walking around with that knapsack on his back. He seemed very, very lucid to me. He did not seem like he was in any danger or any kind of medical alert. Because we saw that he didn't show up in court yesterday. So is he going to play the victim card? We'll see. I guess it's stay tuned now, because I kind of tend to look at where is his psychopathy coming from, or his psychosis episode. I tend to look at possibly the mother, because I did watch a really, really wonderful interview with Rob Reiner and his father, Carl Reiner, being interviewed by somebody that was on 60 Minutes. It was a really, really good interview. Now, I like to, I like to keep in mind that because a lot of narcissists are in Hollywood, feels to me that a lot of them, maybe this is just my personal opinion, are in front of the camera. We saw Rob Reiner play Meathead, but, kind of interesting though, because when he speaks about Stand By Me and Misery, some of his directing has come from Stephen King. So kind of very, very challenging, but I would... I kind of tend to look at the mother because we don't know too much about her. I don't remember seeing or recalling too much about her, except that she's a photographer. Anyways, it looked like a little Santa's village outside of their home, beautifully decorated. But I kind of look at, because, that's an extreme aggression there built up. Pantages Theater, I was there. But there's, it's kind of like the Phantom of the Opera here. But it was the lyrics again to George Michael. There's a particular lyric in there where he speaks about kind of like fool me once or fool me twice. Anyways, yeah, fool me twice. Wow. So every single picture that I've looked at, you can see the disdain that Nick has or had for his... feels to me that this was possibly more towards his father. So we'll see what comes out here, because you have to take a leap of faith, because I'm going to see what card comes out here, because there's two cards in my deck that resemble Nick in an incredible way. One is the sketch artist and the other one is the FU card. Okay, so take care wherever you are. Feels like that's the ending to the beginning. So we'll see what deranger comes out here. This is narcissistic abuse. This is baiting you, catfishing you. I was thinking about Conan O'Brien's party where he was mouthing off, Nick was mouthing off, according to the reports. This is all subject to change. According to the reports, he was mouthing off to, asking people, are you a movie star or whatever? So quite condescending behavior there. Very challenging to have a husband and wife that raise this type of son. This is the catfish card. That's the catfish card, baiting you, and then there's a massive betrayal here. That's not to say that that's regarding something with Lionel Richie here. I don't know. Say you, say me. But that's not to say anything about Rob Reiner. I think I have to correct myself because I was really surprised. Well, I'm surprised in a good way of all the philanthropy that the Reiners did regarding the gay community. Maybe that's why I heard Elton John's song and George Michael the other day. I don't want to be spreading any gossip here, but okay, so this is all for entertainment purposes. This is somebody, you know, I was thinking about this is the enabler card. I'm not going to show it. I'm doing, somebody got themselves into a really big jam here that they couldn't get out of. And it could have been, I don't want to say that, but, you know, if they enabled, you know, this is tough love, but you're kind of enabling it at the same time because you're really at your wit's end. Sorry, but my hair is bugging me here. You really are at your wit's end. And tough love is very difficult to do. But many narcissistic relationships, there could have been an enabler here that kind of suck and blow at the same time. You know, he was addicted at the age of 15 all the way up until 32 years old. I don't know. Okay, so I'm taking one from the Guardian Angel deck, and don't shoot the messenger. So this is all of these cards. It'll kind of explain a little bit, but not so much because we don't have enough information yet regarding Nick. Something really horrific went on. But he seemed okay to me when I saw him in that store. Okay, so this is kind of like my Stampede card. This is, I live in a wonderful place. I don't know if somebody's out here from Calgary, but it felt like I said the word Stampede. Anyways, that's an Alberta card, and life is beautiful. So we'll see what else comes out here. Narcissism is no joke, okay? And you know, I feel sorry for the daughter. Romy is her name. She may be she possibly is entering the dark night of the soul. That's where your whole world collapses right in front of you. Okay, devaluation, public humiliation is part of the abuse cycle of having this type of family member in your family. First generation narcissism, I'm kind of looking at where it's coming from. Is it coming from, I don't think it's coming from Carl Reiner's side. It could be coming from Michelle's side. Okay, so we'll see what comes out here. Before I go on, I did put my TikTok in abeyance for a little while. I did close it off. I was just not getting the vibe there, and I'm getting a lot of followers that just don't make me feel comfortable. So I just shut it down for a little bit. You can do that. You can just shut it down and then resurrect it whenever you want. I just kind of have to concentrate on here. I'm a YouTuber. That's kind of like, I feel much more comfortable here. You can't, TikTok is good for all the animation and stuff like that, but to talk about narcissism, it's no joke. So it's not like a one-hit wonder. It's a long process. This is the love bombing card. Devaluing you, love bombing you, devaluing you. There's something with the devaluation here. That's the beggar card. Something with the casino here. Something with, does somebody go to the casino a lot or gambling a lot? see what comes out here. This is not sibling rivalry. I think Rumi, if that's her name, she was most likely petrified of her own brother, because violent tendencies, well, we saw what happened. Flip out the back, Jack. Now, I'm going to do, this is not something that I do, well, this is the sunglass card. What I'm going to do, this is my I'm taking this card out of this for a little while. Something was dangled in front of somebody here. Money sometimes is a huge attraction, right? Sneaky Yanni. That's that sunglass card, Sneaky Yanni. This is the one, you know, I will mention this, and I don't know if the Reiners face that, but if you have a child, kind of like a man-child that is threatening to unalive themselves, especially when they disappear for extended periods of time, living on the streets, homeless, it's a constant worry in the back of your head. Constant worry, am I going to get that phone call? But he surrendered no problem to the police. What I saw in that film footage, he had no problem surrendering. But sneaking around, you know, this, if that was the case, then the Reiners went through horrific psychological abuse. Okay. Whoa. These cards. Oh, we're still in the sun sign of Sagittarian. You know, right on the eve of their Hanukkah, or on Hanukkah. Wow. Okay, so we'll see what comes out of the Guardian Angel deck. The deck is a little bit hard to shuffle today. Yeah, this is my my joy and happiness card. Okay, so I get a lot of different hits. So we'll see what comes out next. I said it. The cake is baked in someone. You cannot unbake this person. And if that guy Nick was higher than a kite on some kind of crystal meth, he's almost turned into like the Incredible Hulk. And was he high? Well, we'll see. And it's going to be probably probably be a year by the time this even starts to go to trial. I agree with someone that it's going to be equivalent to the O.J. Simpson trial, like the publicity of it. Because I think Rob and his wife, I only know Rob more through his movies and that. I think he was very, very highly respected. And I have to say something, not every single baby boomer out there is a narcissist. My God, do your research. Like, there's more nice people on the earth than there are narcissists. We just are exposed to it a little bit more because of social media. So I'm going to put this card back in the deck and see what if it comes out again. Then I have to bring it out, because religion plays a huge part in some of this. Well, not in this particular case, but in a lot of families. You have to, you know. Anyways, we'll see what comes out here. Yeah, this is the social media stalkers. I think social media is really going to rip apart this whole case. This is the bombastic. I don't think I don't think Rob Reiner was camera shy, but I don't think his son Nick Reiner was camera shy as well. I don't feel that. This is the sky is falling card. So if you know, that's kind of like he was kind of stalking his own family in essence. That's the take I get on that card. That also could be some of what happens to us YouTubers and social media, because you can have a stalker, and that can easily be cameras in the house. We'll see what happens with the cameras in the house on the Reiner family. So that's film footage. You know, in essence, he was kind of like the stand by me type of father, because they had a lot of resilience to put up with. I just feel that it's more Nick, because some people are out there. One particular YouTuber already is circling Rob Reiner. So there's probably some ancestor histrionic psychosis coming in through somewhere in that. Maybe in Michelle's side. We'll see. I guess it's stay tuned. This is the Canawini card. This is the lawyer card. Nick Reiner certainly got himself into a Canawini. Questions out there. How does he afford a lawyer? He's not getting any money off of the inheritance. This is, there's that guy, the same guy that took the case, that took another case before. Pro bono, possibly, for the attention. So also as well, this is the birthday cake card. If this is your birthday, happy birthday. I have to remind people out there, because you never know, right, who's going to land on here. You know, I hear Iana Van Zandt, if that's her name, say, she used to say you have to have a little bit of pee running down your leg, or else you're not living large or whatever. I'm sure that Nick is scared. You know, he won't be doing the jailhouse rock, that's for sure. So let's end this video today. Have a wonderful day wherever you are. If you're meant to find me, you'll find me. Just a friendly reminder, you don't need to find me on TikTok, because I put it in abeyance for a while. And there will be a channel name change in the next couple of weeks. And hope to see you in the comments. So take care. Have a wonderful day. Because this is the fool's journey. No one is perfect. Okay? No one is perfect here. And I don't think Rob Reiner claimed to be perfect. We all have flaws. But if you have a psychopath or a narcissist in your life, you're going to suffer. And unfortunately, it took the life of two wonderful people out there. So take care. Have a wonderful day. It's all done. Enjoy.